Hi everyone, Dan Kleckner here, and we're back for our Let Me Fix Your Gym video series. And today we're going to be talking about why gyms fail within the first 5 years. And the unfortunate statistic is if you look at gym fitness businesses, about 50% of gyms fail within the first 5 years. And if you look more deeply into those statistics, it shows that about 80%, up to 80% of gyms fail within the first year. So obviously the gym business, the fitness business is challenging to make it sustainable and profitable. But to me, there is several main reasons, 3 to be exact, why gyms fail within the first 5 years. And I'm going to talk to you about those 3 reasons. The first one being the most obvious is just undercapitalization. A lot of times business owners, gym owners don't have enough reserve capital in the bank to be able to let things flow and let things grow. Along the lines with that, if you look at a normal small business or a normal gym business, a good goal is to be profitable within 12 months. That means you're kind of on pace with everything. If you're doing a really, really good job, you can be profitable within about 6 months. But even if you're doing a good job and profitable within 6 months, you still need a runway of 3, 4, 5, 6 months of reserve capital in the bank to be able to know that you're going to be losing money those first couple months as you get stuff set up. So having enough capitalization, having enough funding to start is huge, and you should have at least 5 to 6 months reserve capital to give you that runway of being profitable within those first 6 to 12 months. So I would say that's the biggest reason why gyms fail within the first 5 years, is not being funded enough, not having the right capital. The second reason is just not understanding your target market and kind of who you're building the gym for. A big mistake I see a lot of gym owners make is trying to make their service and their business one size fits all, catering to every type of client, making sure that you're servicing every type of different member. And that can be challenging because things get kind of lost in the weeds. You don't necessarily have your niche. You're not really marketing to a certain demographic. Your gym isn't set up to a certain demographic. So a lot of people fail because they're trying to be a one-size-fits-all solution. So along those lines, you should really, which we'll talk about in future videos here, is really have a gym that is very specific to your target market and built to cater that target market, and have your marketing, your staff, your hiring, the actual layout of the gym and all that stuff match the target market that you're trying to attract. And the third reason why gyms fail within the first 5 years is just not having the right guidance and mentorship. So I've been very fortunate. Our gyms have been in business now 10 plus years. I was very fortunate to work with some very smart business people, some of the best fitness business mentors in the country. And they were really the reason why my gym was able to succeed within the first couple of years, because they were able to show me the mistakes that they made, have me learn from the mistakes so I didn't make those same mistakes, and then really just guide me through the process. I would do calls with them every month to check in each month of making sure everything's on progress and we're working towards our end goal and making sure all the numbers match up and we're profitable and all that kind of stuff. But I would say a lot of people don't utilize mentors and utilize business coaches as much as they should. And if you're really trying to make sure that your gym is going to be able to be profitable and sustain and stay in business for 3, 5, 10 plus years, you really have to have coaches and mentors holding you accountable and really showing you the path to get to that. And I would say that is a big mistake that people make, is not having that person in place to really help them. So hopefully that information helps. If you find any of that insightful, I would love to connect further, and I'm happy to answer any questions and be in any help I can. Thanks.